strong in faith.
Faith can move mountains. Radio Maria, 91.3 FM.
The voice of truth.
Good evening, Abuja. You're welcome to Journey Through Life with me, your host, Sisi Bunmi, on Radio Maria 91.3 FM. We're having a Valentine's special this evening, and I have with me in the studio a lovely couple, married couple, Mr. Akachuku Anthony and Mrs. Joy Chioma Nwoye. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Ma. Thank you for honoring our invitation. You're looking really, you're looking the part. It's like Valentine has already started.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having us.
Yes, you're welcome. So we're going to go right back to the beginning.
Okay.
How was it? How did you meet?
We met at Sacred Heart, Gogolada Catholic Church. We were members of St. Anthony of Padua. I joined St. Anthony of Padua in 2015. That's after I finished university. That's my first degree in law school. And in 2016, I started noticing Sister Joy, who now became my wife. So she comes for devotion on Tuesdays. I didn't really take much interest in her. I just that I know that somebody comes, because most of the time when I go to the devotion, I stay in the front. That's even in the church, I stay in the front so that I won't be distracted. So it was November, particularly the day that the Archdiocese, the Sacred Heart Gwagwalada, as Gwagwalada Dinari was hosting the Archdiocesan Executive meeting that we were organizing. There's two Sister Joy, my wife, was also helping in organizing the program. So my mind just went to that, since I've been thinking of having somebody close, that why don't I take interest in her? So somehow I try to, because most of the time when I go to any church program, I don't usually have my phone close. I keep it somewhere. So I wanted to cram the number, because we wrote attendance. I saw her number. I wanted to cram her number. And something happened. When our guests had been fed, they were now trying to see how I can get food for those of us who worked. And she doesn't know me very well. She comes off and on. So she tried to get food for me and put it in a plate and was making to give it to me. And I said, I don't think that. So she took offense, because she knew the pain she went through together, and other people who knew me there, because generally I don't like eating in the public. So those who knew me were trying to draw her that don't give it to him, don't give it to him. So she took offense that how will she go through the pains to get food for this person, and he's now snubbing her or sort of that. So she got angry, and I left her. So they somehow managed to, I think they packed the food, I can't remember whatever. So that number I was trying to memorize. I said, this one that is already angry like this, I forgot about it. So, but miraculously, the next Tuesday when we came for devotion, one of my sister, very good friend, sister, she was married then, one sister, she's a Chidema, a veterinary doctor. She asked me, Brodaka, that's how she normally goes, Brodaka, what about this sister? What about this sister? I told her, do you know her? Do you know her? She said, no, you don't know, she doesn't particularly know her, but you get to know somebody when you come close. So I said, I was reluctant, but anyway, I said, okay, she's now coming from another person, gingering me, that thing I had wanted, that I wanted to do, but so I had to look for the numbers, the attendance, and memorized it. So after the devotion, we went home. I got the number and called her. We started talking. We just started talking, and then we eventually met and talked, just friend, acquaintance talk. And that was around 22nd of November 2016. So that day became memorable for us. For a very long time, we used to celebrate that day as the day we first met, because we also, and it has been, we continue to pray. And one other thing that got me so interested now is that immediately I started getting acquainted with her, my mind just told me that this is going to be my wife. But the problem I had at that point was the issue of vocation, whether I am going to marry at all.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So what was my problem then was, if I was going to marry, this would be my wife, but I am not sure yet if God wants me to get married. So I had, before then, even before I went to the university, been having this, nursing this idea of that God wants me to be in the priestly vocation. So in 2006, before I got admission, I had even gone for MSP retreat. They invited me for retreat, and when we finished some days retreat, we were leaving. They gave us letters and told us that we should not open the letter till we leave their gate. That's sure when we get home. But eager to know what the letter contained, what we decided, those of us who were there, that after when we get out of their gate, we're going to open our gate so that we know whether we are going back or we will not see each other again. We will not see one another. So when we went, I left the compound and I looked and saw my own was letter of rejection. Some people got letter to come back for another retreat. So immediately I said loudly to them that maybe God wants me to be a lawyer first. I had not even gotten admission then. So I left, and within few days, an admission list came out and I got admission to study law in the University of Abuja. So that thing continued. I continued schooling. After university service and all that, I didn't have that urge to go and start making plans to apply to another place. But as we continue to be friends, in early 2018, when January, we just entered the 2018, my mind went back to that vocation,
the priesthood.
I told her that I don't want to continue with the secular life, that I want to go into the priesthood. She felt bad, but that was what I felt God was calling me to do. So I started making inquiries and how to discern vocation. And they told me that with my age and having become a graduate, that Abuja doesn't usually take people. Because I also looked at religious organization association. They don't normally take people who are already graduates easily. So they told me Abuja doesn't also take people who are graduate, but except with special dispensation. So I met some priests who are counselors. They told me to pray and how to discern your vocation. And then I was led to the auxiliary bishop who was resident, or who had been resident in Gwagwalada Sacred Heart. So I went to him and told him, look at what I have in mind. He said, that is what God wants me to do. That what he will do is that he's going to help me make that I should write an application and bring it to him, that he will take it personally to the cardinal, then Cardinal Anaiko. I'm going to take it to him to see what he will give me dispensation. So I took the letter to him through his secretary, Father Oje. So he Godwin Oje is now at Nwoye. So I took it to him, and after some time, as I continued to pray, because I have met some priests who now told me how to discern vocation. So after praying and all that, my mind told me, and to make things even clearer for me, few days after I told
Not
the
few
sister
days, that day.
that I
That
was not going to continue with this thing, there was a job application she made, which we all contributed how to package this. So she got that job. And that job was
told me that he's not going to continue with the secular life again.
and that
The
job
next
was to
day-
take her out of Abuja.
Yes, the next day I traveled to Lagos.
Yeah. So that was how she got the job and left Abuja. So I was left Abuja. So I was now alone. I don't even have her to say maybe she was one that will now be telling me not to do what I wanted to do. So I continued to pray. So when she had finished her training in Lagos and was posted to Enugu, so after a while that I have finished praying and felt that the vocation I have is married life, I was going on my way to Enugu when I got a call. Was going to meet her to talk to her. I didn't want to
To
try
say
on
you
the
have
phone.
changed your mind, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've changed my
After 3
yes.
months, we were
Yes.
not talking.
Yeah, so
You didn't
I-
speak at all for the 3 months.
He was
No,
calling, but
she-
I was not
You're not
picking.
the answer
Yes.
is so I was on my way to Enugu when I got a call from somebody who identified himself as a priest of the Catholic Diocese of Abuja, that the cardinal asked him to call me. So I told him that I should come to SP History Center at Asokoro. SP
GSI.
GSI,
Yes.
GSI, that I should come there. I told him, okay, I'm on my way to Enugu when I come back to Abuja. So when I went to her in Enugu, I told her that I believe that God wants me to go into married life. That is it. So we talked, finished. When I got back to Abuja, I went to the priest. He told me that he was asked to give me retreats. I should go to. So I told him that
To start the process of becoming a
I'm
priest.
going to be sent. So yes, so that I have to do a retreat. So I told him that I have already done the retreat. That I met some priests who also told me how to discern vocation and prayer and how to really discern. So that I have already gone through that, and I believe that I do not fit into priesthood that I want to go. So that I thanked him, and then I think I wrote to the auxiliary bishop telling him that I had already decided to take it. So that was how the thing we continued relating now till I proposed to her.
Which year?
That's in
That same year.
2018.
You did not tell them that. You did not tell her rather.
It's not an
You
interesting.
did not tell her that you begged the Mississippi
Yes,
to
because
call me and tell me that someone is coming to Enugu to see me.
So how did you feel all that? And when he just called you and said, "I'm not going to. I want to be." Tell us your own side. I mean, how you were already discussing marriage and all that, being together.
Yes.
And then he just calls you and says, "Actually, I want to be a priest."
Yes, but then he has already introduced me to some of his relations, his mother particularly, who just approved it and told me that as far as he met you at St. Anthony of Padua, that he's going to marry you. And now told me that he's a destiny, a miraculous child. She told me how she got him, that she had 9 children. After everything, that it was 5 that was remaining because of death and all those things. She now said that when she was pregnant for him, he was bleeding. He thought that the baby has gone, have gone out. So as she was bleeding, she went to growth of St. Anthony of Padua and told St. Anthony that if this child remains, that she's going to dedicate this child to you, and she's going to do a sacrifice that will cost her something. So she said she bled for 7 days. She thought that the baby has gone. So after some months, she started feeling as if she was pregnant. She went to the hospital. Lo and behold, doctor.
Baby was still there.
Yes.
That's
So-
why his name Anthony.
Yes. So it's not just that. I'm coming to what she told me. She now told me that what really marveled her was that her pregnant, both the one she thought she had lost and the one maybe anyhow that one came, that none of those pregnancy had any connection with June. But on June 13th, that is the feast of St. Anthony of Padua, she gave birth to this.
Wow.
Yes. Say she gave birth, that she thought she was giving birth to a stillbirth. But when they brought forth her child and showed her that the baby was so strong, and so she now said, as she was still contemplating and thanking God how her baby was looking good and all that, he now saw people that brought bread, St. Anthony bread, to the hospital, and told her that that day was the feast of St. Anthony. She now started shouting and now told them that this was what she promised God, that if this baby stays, that she's going to testify about it, that she don't even know anything about St. Anthony. She don't even know that that day was the feast of St. Anthony. So she told me this story and said that as far as Anthony met you at St. Anthony of Padua, yes, that she's giving us her blessing. So with that, I was like, maybe we are good to go. So when he now finally told me that he's going to become a priest.
How did you feel on that? Did you cry? I mean, how was the feeling?
I felt bad.
Did you try to change his mind? And say,
I didn't. He told me, and first of all, I laughed. I thought he was joking. He now showed me forms bearing, seminary Kujia or something. So he showed me. I was like, this man is not joking. I just left. I left and went straight to St. Paul's Catholic Church, Wagwalada. I went straight to the chapel and I told God that I just wanted to give me a second chance, because we met in November. I left Abuja in January, ending of January in the next year, to my people's place in Lagos to look for a job. So he was calling me that if we say that we are staying together, that is not in Lagos that we are going to plan our life together. So as he was calling me, he even came to Lagos to see me.
After that he told you he wanted to be a priest?
No. So he came to Lagos to see me. That was 2017. We met to 16. So throughout 2017, we were together, everything. So he came to Lagos. After he finished coming to Lagos, introduced me to his mother. Was staying in Lagos before she died. So it was in Lagos that he took me to the mother to meet his mother. So after all those things, he now told me that he wants to go to seminary. I told him that I was already planning my life
with you.
To stay in Lagos and look for a job. You came and pulled me out from my people. And when I was living in Abuja, Lagos that time, my people was like, is it because of that Akash school boy that you want to go back to Abuja, that there's no job in Abuja? So there is nothing they did not tell me not to stay and get a job. So when I went to Blessed Sacrament that day, I was not even crying for him. I was crying that God should just give me a second chance, so that these people will accept me back, to tell me to come back to Lagos. So I was crying, God give me a second chance. God give me a second chance, so that if I call them, they would take, because it was as if I left there it did not go well with them.
Were you heartbroken when he told you?
I was heartbroken, but I just needed to leave Abuja, to live out of sight. I don't want anybody, people that have seen us together. So
if because he said he wanted to be a priest, was it easier to accept? Because he could have said, "Oh, I want to be with another girl," but because he wanted to be a priest, and you being a devout Catholic,
I told God as I reached there, I cannot drag somebody
Yes,
with you. I cannot. I wash my hands off. If he say he wants to be a priest, let him go ahead, but give me a second chance. I want that when I call these my people in Lagos, let them accept me. That I should come back. So as I left, I think that day was the longest day I stayed in Blessed Sacraments. That is he broke that news to me in the morning around 10. I went straight to the Blessed Sacrament. I stayed from 10 till 5 p.m.
Praying,
meditating. So when I came out from Blessed Sacrament, I picked my call and called my friend Chisom. I told her, look at what Akachukwu told me, because he used to talk to all of them. She now asked me, Joy, because my name is Joy. He said, Joy, what kind of God do you serve? What kind of God you serve, so that all of us will join you and serve that God? That as I'm talking to you now, I have your offer letter
for the job.
For a job.
In Lagos.
In Lagos. There and then, I did not even reach my brother's house. She sent me my transport money.
Off to Lagos.
Off to Lagos in the morning. So I told him, you can go and become a priest. We will come to your ordination. God bless you. I bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. He now came in the morning and carried me from my brother's house, because my brother knew him. Carried me, took me to park, paid my transport. He paid for my transport. So as I was going, he was calling me. When I got to Lagos, he was still calling me. So this, my people say, if you want to stay in this house, don't answer his call again. So this man, I don't know whether he wants to become a priest or whether to marry. That they don't want him to bring his confusion into my life. So that was how I stopped taking his call. I thought he has even gone to seminary. Yeah. So at a point he stopped calling. At sometimes he would call. So until one day around March, after we must have finished our training in Lagos, so I was sent to Enugu to work, just as he said. So one of our, our spiritual director, she used to be the coordinator of Charismatic Renewal of Okwalada, Sacred Heart, Mrs. Ikwo, Eukarya Ikwo. So she called me, and she's somebody I listen to. She called me and told me that someone is coming to Enugu to see me. I thought maybe she has found another suitor for me. And if that person comes, that she wants me to listen to whatever he wants to say. My mind didn't go to him. I was like, so I was curious. So when she wanted to end the call, she now told me that it's a Akachukwu that is coming. I said, okay, let him come. It was when he came, he talks to me, but I still did not believe him. He came because both of us were from Enugu. He came and took me to their house in Enugu and showed some of, I think they did burial at that time in their house. So that was how we started talking again. Then after, that was April or so. So after like 3 weeks, he came back again in Enugu, to Enugu, and engaged me.
And proposed.
Wow.
Yes. What a beautiful story. What a beautiful story. You've come with some.
Actually on our birthday.
Yeah, that was on my birthday, yes.
You've come with some soundtracks to your life. I'm going to play the first one. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. Wow, that story is so, it's very, very riveting. So finally, but were you still, a bit confused? This guy can still change his mind. But then he proposed very quickly after that. When he made up his mind,
Yes.
In January, or was it March?
Yes, there was something that one priest told me that even made me to accept his proposal. When he came to Enugu and talked to me, that first time that that woman told me that someone was coming to talk to me, I called a priest, one priest from our place. I narrated everything to him. He now said that if this man should marry you, that you be the luckiest person. Because the reason is that he made attempts to go for that counseling. Assuming he did not go, that if there's any issue in our marriage, he will refer back. After all, I wanted to become a priest. He'll be using that to torment me.
I agree.
But now that he has gone, he has gotten his counsel that he's good to go.
And
That
he
if
has
I
made up
like
his
him,
mind
he has
of
made
his
up his
free
mind.
will.
He said that the only saving grace is this attempt that he left me and said that he was going to become a priest. That would have been bad if he did not take that step.
So how has the journey been so far?
It has been awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
We are, by God's grace, we are best of friends.
I can testify to that. That's one of the reasons I invited you on this show, because I always observe you at morning mass. You are just like you're always coordinated. And there was something about you I will tell you this evening that I really liked. When you were on your scooter, it was so romantic. That's your
Okay.
I thought it was so romantic. I used to watch the two of you riding on the bike and with your helmets. I thought it was so cute, and then eventually to the glory of God, so I just loved that about. That was what attracted me, because it's very unusual to see a couple, and it says a lot too about you, because some women, I don't know who is going to ride motorbike with him. I beg. You understand?
That was part of why, because at the time we met, I was using bike. The way she was, she accepted me and we were relating very well, made me that even when I started using vehicle, because I used some vehicle before, I used some vehicle before something happened.
Well, honestly, that you're on the bike was so cute. You are always coordinated, and I've never seen either of you alone. You are always together.
We don't function well when we're not.
So what's it? So is marriage, has it been a bed of roses?
The best of my knowledge, he has not.
Tell us about it. You want to share that with us?
When we were growing up, we thought that marriage is all about flowers
and chocolate,
romantic. If your husband comes back in the evening, he will carry you like this, but it's not like that.
He doesn't carry you. When he comes back,
that stage has passed. So we face reality, and the reality of we have gone ups and downs. Things, we have gone through a lot of phases, but we still thank God. God has been faithful. God is so faithful to us. I must testify. But we are just trying to. We are not perfect people. We are growing together.
It's there, and it has been awesome. Like I said, even though, like she said, there are bound to be ups and downs, but we have continued to be together and find each other interesting, and God has been helping us that we continuously.
Would you say that you are each other's best friends, or do you have friends outside the marriage, or is just the two of you? Because I only ever see the two of you. I've never. Do you have friends out of the marriage, or is just the two of you?
We have friends, but it seems like since we met, we became
Our friends
best friends.
Shrink.
Best friends. So some persons, even while we were staying before we came to this where we are now, there's some persons who do not know her and didn't know that I was married would think that she's my sister. Because some persons, even in church, some priests will come and say, "Is that your sister? Or is she your sister?" I say, "It's my wife." See, people look alike. So we can have some niece also that look. We have some facial resemblance too. So sometimes they will not know whether she's the one or my niece. So we have become best of friends. Then we have friends, but who we even know before each other. But somehow God has made us best of friends that we always.
Would you say it's a perfect union?
Yes.
Because you're both devout Catholics. You both, your meeting is a testimony to that. You met at the.
Yes. And there is also a part of our meeting that I also want, because it's a testimony also. Before him, I used to know somebody that is a lawyer also. So he is a lawyer, and we were together when I was in the university. I met my husband after my service. So when I was in second year, that was when I met that person. So the person is a lawyer. He was an Antonian. He is a prince. My husband is also a prince. So there are so many coincidences about me meeting my husband. So that person, when we broke up. So it's somebody that I cherished so much. But he left because I say that somebody told me that I said that I did not make first class. And that is why he was leaving. And this is somebody that wrote law school for 5 years. He was writing and failing, and I was there for him. So when I now graduated, he said I did not make first class, that he was not going to continue the relationship. So something happened on the 2nd of January 2016. That was the day he got married. So I went to Sacred Heart. I went to Sacred Heart Parish, to the Blessed Sacrament. I am an adorer. I adore Blessed Sacrament a lot. If any small chance I get now, I'll just find any available chapel and go and adore. So I went to Blessed Sacrament that day he wedded, and told God, because when he came to see me in school, he came and carried me to Blessed Sacrament. Blessed Sacrament was exposed like this, and he told Jesus at the Blessed Sacrament that he had seen his wife. That when his mother was dying, she told him to marry from her side and from the mother's side. And since he has been meeting people, has not met anybody from from his mother's side that is like me, that he wants to marry me. Blessed Sacrament displayed like this. So in fact, I'll just say that we met ourselves for the first time at the Blessed Sacrament. So that was how that relationship continued until I graduated. We met when I was going to college. So the day he married, I went to Sacred Heart to pray. That time I must have graduated. The relationship was broken. So I now told God and St. Anthony. There's a growth of St. Anthony at Sacred Heart, Bagwalada. I told God, he has abandoned us. Jesus, you are there. Because he wedded in Winners. He did not wed again in Catholic Church. I told Jesus, he has abandoned us. I told St. Anthony. The St. Anthony wedding he told us that we are going to do is nowhere to be found. That 3 of us are the people that he has abandoned us. So I cried from 8 a.m. to around, when it was getting to 12 noon. I had a tap on my back. This is a real life story I'm telling you. I had a tap on my back like this. At that time, nobody knew me in Gwagwalada. I just came from where I was serving in Niger State to do Christmas with my brother. He was living with his family in Gwagwalada then. So nobody knew me. The person called me Choma and tapped me like this. So I thought maybe, but I was surprised. Who knows me here? Who knows me by my name? I turned like this. I saw nobody. I saw nobody. Fear gripped me. I started shouting. In front of a Sacred Heart. I was like, Jesus, 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 help me. That voice spoke 3 times. You know, I say, whatsoever you say now, I will do it. Like voice, I heard it. I was not sleeping. I was awake like this. I was standing. I heard that voice. Whatsoever you say, I will do it. So I now called the name of that guy. I say, I don't want you to punish him. I don't want you to punish him. I just want 100% better. 100% better in every ramification. I don't know how you are going to do it, but I want 100% better. I want 100% better. I don't want you to punish him. So that voice now spoke again. Say, cry no more. You cry no more. I just dried my tears. It was as if something, that heaviness, that depression,
It was lifted.
it was lifted.
So you did get 100% better.
Yes. So I'm coming there. So when I met him, he was not looking like what I saw in the other person. No, they had money, they had everything, they had things. So I was like, how can I now depreciate? So, but his friend, Barrister Toby now, he told Barrister Toby to talk to me. So Barrister Toby now came and called me. He called me, I went and met him somewhere. He now told me that he has a friend that had been disturbing him about me. And this his friend is not somebody that he knew with a woman. He don't really like toast women too much, that if he said that he's serious about me, that I should listen to him. He now told me that I should not just mind him the way he's looking. That his two siblings, the same father and mother, are medical doctors. And that he's a prince. That the father, before his father died, was the Igwe of their village. And he graduated on top of the class when they graduated in Nigeria-Abuja. And when they went to law school, there's only one person that his results was better than his results. So I now reflected. The other person wrote law school 5 times. This one got 2-1 in law school. Then he's also a prince. The other guy is also a prince. He came from royal family. So he was also in St. Anthony. So my husband is also an Antonia. Not just an Antonia, he was the secretary of the Gwagwalada Dinari then. So even their father's name is the same.
What a coincidence.
Yes, I could not just place it. Their father's name is the same name.
So when you look back now, you believe that God planned everything for you.
And being that he's also a destiny, a miraculous child from St. Anthony. That St. Anthony I cried to, that they have abandoned me to you. He replaced everything 100% better. And the person I'm talking about is these people that goes to church maybe once in a year. You can see how we are sleeping in the church.
So Anthony, if I may ask you, what lesson has marriage taught you that you'd like to share with us? What particular lesson, when you look at the whole of the married life, do you think that you have learned?
The lessons are numerous. First of all, that togetherness, that ability to listen to your partner, because you will know that sometimes you have an opinion, your partner has a different opinion, but I have learned that you must listen and respect your partner's opinion. Even if that opinion does not sit well with you, you try to talk things out so that both of you will see the best. And like I said, we have become best of friends. So when we talk things over, it's about when most of the time, because there's this notion which I have seen that it was women. Most of the time they say something, and if you like disagree with them, go round. At the end of the day, you still come back. You say that thing they have said, you're going to end up with that. So I've learned that over time, so that you must listen to your woman, and even if you feel that you have a superior opinion, talk things over, and continue to know that this person has left everything to come to stay with you, be with you. So respect her and show her the best part of you.
Do you share everything?
We share everything.
No, including finances, everything.
Yes.
There's no.
If I have, she does. I have. If she has, I do. She has.
If you had if you had to describe her in one word or one sentence, what would it be?
She's an awesome enigma.
Wow.
Let me put it that way.
Why do you say that?
There's so many things that I cannot possibly explain with words.
What's the best thing about her?
Her ability to understand and let go of things. Even when I get angry and do things and maybe go out, come back, the way she will receive me with an open arm is something that.
So no nag, no nagging.
Again, even if we were to talk about that thing again, it's not. She won't maintain a straight face when I have returned. She'll welcome me.
Let me play the second soundtrack to your life. Then when we come back, we'll open the phone lines. The second soundtrack is Power of Love, again by Celine Dion. That seems to be your favorite. Another Celine Dion. You seem to really. Is that a? So why is that a soundtrack? Is it yours or both of you? Both of you.
Particularly me.
It was very when he was courting you used to listen to that a lot. So if you are to describe your husband in one word or a sentence, what would it be?
I used to call him my general overseer.
General overseer. I'm going to open the phone lines now.
There is nothing that my husband does have solutions to.
You know, he's a very bright person. Somebody that came second in law school.
He has a sound mind.
That's a big deal.
And a sound judgment.
A computer mind.
Yes.
Let's open the phone lines now. You can join this conversation on 081-084-47518. If you have a question or a comment to Joy and Anthony, you can also send SMS message, the same number, 081-084-47518. So his mind is very...
He has a sound mind. And a sound judgment. So as far as well, there's one challenge I have about him. You always tell me that when I want something.
We have a caller. Okay. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Rita Ifoma.
You're welcome.
I'm calling from Pape.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
I am Joyce primary schoolmate.
Oh.
And we lost each other at a point. At a point, we got to know ourselves again in Abuja. I was there when they got married.
Oh.
Even when they are cutting, he came to tell me that. I said, how far about your dad? He said he want to go to seminary school. I want to be the father. So I know all that time. And I want to just thank God for the union.
Thank you.
Despite ups and downs, the little I know, you will never identify it from their faces unless they open their mouth to explain or tell someone.
Thank you.
So my prayer is that they will end well.
Amen.
And their life will be a lesson and a blessing to upcoming couples.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Despite that marriage is not the bed of roses, we need to believe God and manage whatever we see in marriage to make it a perfect home.
Thank you. Are you married yourself?
Oh yes.
Oh, good. How long ago? How old are you in the vocation?
16 years.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the words of advice. Thank you very much. So, that's your childhood, your childhood friend.
Yes.
So you were saying his mind is the main thing that you cherish about him.
Yes.
But what
And
I
he's
see
kind.
is I see the mutual respect for each other. You know, I've observed that. Like I always say, I look at it and I think this is a very romantic couple. You know, especially you on the scooter, and it's just so romantic. You know. So you were saying earlier on about the ups and the downs, and you know.
No, what I mean is when I want
we have another
lost
caller.
my own. Okay.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, we lost that caller. Please do call back. Yes, go ahead, Joy.
He always tell me that if I want him, if I tell him that I want answer now, he will tell me that I will think about it.
Okay. All right.
So that used to piss me off.
Okay. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Leg. I'm calling from Valentine.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
I just love those two couples in your studio. And my wife usually tells me that anything we could be, could be. Their story is very, very inspiring. It's a very big lesson to people who have not gotten married yet. And I just want to thank God for their life, and my prayer is God will continue to keep them together all the days of their
Thank
life.
you, sir.
By
Thank you.
our Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you for that call. Nice. So what is the thing that you want to share with us? You were saying?
So I say that he always, when I want answer now, he always tell me that he wants to think about it. And he used to piss me off. Even something that does not need to think about.
Okay, we have another caller. Good evening. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
My name
evening.
is Angela, calling from Utako.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
I want to sincerely appreciate the two couples in the studio. I really love their stories, inspiring, and I pray that this good God that have destined marriage, that at the end of the tunnel, it will end well. It will really end well. That there will be no any third party in their marriage. Because I know that marriage is not like a bed of roses, but they will come to the stage that they will enjoy their marriage, they will not enjoy it.
Amen. Thank you.
I wish them well. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very, very much for that call. Yes. So we have to. It's Valentine's on. This is Valentine's special show. Do you have any plans for Valentine's? Special plans? Or you want to surprise us, so you don't want to say it on air? Is there any surprise? Does it surprise? It doesn't surprise. You can predict him.
Yes.
Does she surprise you?
Yes, I do.
Does she surprise you?
She does.
She does.
She does.
So he's very predictable. You know, like a clock. You know what he's going to do and what he's not going to do. That's interesting. So, what has been the best part for the two of you on this journey?
Yes.
The gift of one another.
The gift of one another.
Yeah.
And the ability that we continue to trust God for everything. We have continuously lived a life of thanksgiving to God, because we believe that our life, even from my birth and her birth, that we are all products of grace. Of course, so we continue to live like God has done so much for us, even within our time together, that we have not had some things that we would expect that we will have. It does not diminish the fact that God has been so faithful, so loving, and so gracious to us.
And the children? You have any children?
We do not have children
Not yet.
but that's part of what I'm saying. That even though we do not have children yet,
Is this a plan, a design, or you're waiting, or
we're waiting on God.
okay?
And we know that at the appropriate time, because we are not desperate, because we know that at God's appointed time, God will do it. With anything medical or whatever we're asked to do, we do them.
Have another caller. Good evening. What's your name and where you? Oh, we lost that caller. Okay, please do call back. Yes, go ahead.
We do them diligently. If we have anything we are medically asked to do, we do them diligently. We've not really had before for a very long time that there's any medical issue that will stop us from having children. So we believe God at an appointed time, even though recently we had to do some medical procedure, which is okay by God's grace. We are moving, and we continue to trust God that
So has it brought you closer? Do you lean on each other during this period of waiting?
Yes.
So that if I want you to speak
because
to any of our listeners.
Because one thing we have come to realize that for a very long time, if not just a few months ago, that we brought one of her niece, who is her goddaughter. We have been alone together for this. We said when we have some of our family members visit us for a short while. So we have grown together. Even while she was working in Enugu, she comes around, and then miraculously she was transferred to Abuja here.
Let's try and take this call. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's man of God from Valentine.
Go ahead.
Those the union. The lady is blessed that she has a man that doesn't tell lies,
I've married for another woman and believe in God. The foundation is strong. They should keep on trusting God as a third party in the union. And what I would advise them to do is to study the differences between the male species and the female species to strengthen the bond against the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that call. Thank you very, very much. So I know that the babies are going to come, you know. I know.
We are
So, what-
optimistic about
pardon?
that. I say we are optimistic.
Oh,
about
yes,
that. And
definitely.
by the way, before and when we met, I think the second day I went to his house, we were just talking about life. And he told me that he made a statement. He said that his view about marriage is that his own plan about his life, that he don't even want to see baby around the house until after like 10 years of marriage.
Wow.
That he's marrying for companionship, not for baby. That if he wants a baby, he'll go to mother's baby and adopt a baby.
That's interesting.
So-
He's thinking like an Oyibo person.
Yes,
They
so
don't people that
when
think
we
like
now
this.
got married and child were not forthcoming, I was telling him to start renouncing.
No, the children will come. They
Yes.
will come.
To
They
start
will
renouncing
sit
because
around
there
your
is power
table.
in
Yes, no,
words.
the children will come.
So-
He's enjoying the elongated honeymoon. And you can see how your people are enjoying it. They're always together, like, you know. Enjoy the period because when the
always-
children come now,
Like I always tell my friends that there are some things I say in those days when I was still single I can't say again because it's no longer my decision alone.
Of
So I have to
course,
respect her
of course,
opinion and
of
things
course,
like that. So-
honestly, your
And,
visit here has been such a
throughout
blessing
all
to
this
us.
time, I used to hear people that say that their husband, people used to disturb them, their husband used to make life difficult for them if there is no
Child.
children.
Mm.
So, but there was a day he came back and he told me that if there is anybody from his family, from my own family, that is calling me to disturb me and ask me about child, that I should just let him know.
Anthony, can you quickly advise any of our listeners, particularly men, who are in this situation at the moment, waiting on the Lord? What are you going to advise your fellow man who is listening to us right now and they are also waiting on the Lord?
Continue to trust God. Because one thing we have come to realize that most of the time, men, sometimes, or in most cases, men don't usually think that they could also be part of the problem. They push everything to women. So my advice is continue to trust God. If there is any medical situation that you're asked to subject yourself, happily subject yourself and do not make life, because sometimes they tell us that anxiety, stress is also part of why a woman may not conceive. So if you are stressing the woman, how will she conceive?
You have heard from Barrister Akachuku. What's the meaning of Akachuku?
The hand of God is
The
upon me.
hand of God
That's
is
a
upon
literal
me.
meaning, but the deep meaning is help of God. Yeah.
Have you enjoyed your time with us at Radio Maria?
Yes, I have.
I think
There's
you're going-
one secret.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have told him this because he was so relaxed about not moving forward. About like he was relaxed. He was not disturbing me. So any test that they tell us to do, because his people are medical people.
Mm. Oh,
So
yeah,
when
two medical doctors.
when they give us the results, I will send it to my people that are also into medical to know whether it's okay.
Don't worry, I know why they wait, because he wants to do honeymoon.
And
Very
they tell
soon
me
babies
that
will
there's
come.
nothing wrong with him.
And,
So
yes, and we will invite you back when the babies come and that will be the next stage. You know, Radio Maria is we're not a commercial radio. We're just here to evangelize, you know. So the only means of raising money to support us is through benevolence of our listeners. So I'm going to give you an assignment. Please read to our listeners where they can support us. If they want to support us, the name of our account is there for support. Radio Maria. Yes.
Please, Radio Maria is a radio station that is out for evangelization. They need support. If they are not into commercial, like we all know that they are not, and they need a lot of money to run, please support Radio Maria 91.3 FM Abuja. The account number.
The account name.
The account name is Radio Maria Development Initiative of Nigeria. Account number 1017556755, and the bank is Zenith Bank. May God bless you as you continue to contribute towards evangelization.
Thank you very much, Anthony. So I wish you a wonderful journey. Continue the journey of your life, and I hope at some point you will also come back here. On Valentine is on Saturday,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I have a little something for you for Valentine's Day. So keep it in the fridge, and then from us to you,
Thank you.
enjoy your Valentine's.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much
so
for
much.
taking
Thank you
time
very
to
much.
come here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All our my producer is everybody is so excited about your story. So until I come your way again next week, Monday 5 p.m. My name is Sisi Bunmi, and my guests have been
Akachukwu Anthony Nwoye.
and
Joy Chama Nwoye.
thank you, Abuja. Good evening.
Thank you.